just one shift in the way you communicate with your community about what you do could bring you 40 new clients this week. That's exactly what happened for one of my beautiful clients. Not through ad campaigns, hustle, viral videos, but by getting clear on how she showed up and spoke to the people that she was here to help. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome if this is the third video you're watching in our series. Because today I'm going to show you what happens when a client applies the same process I showed you last week. So if you're into clarity, connection, and calling in the right people to work with you, hit subscribe right now so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to my beautiful client. Let's see if any part of her journey resonates with you. She is an expert in her field, countless hours of experience, excellent results with her clients. But her message? It focused on the science, on the mechanisms. She explained a lot how it worked and why it mattered, but she wasn't communicating the transformation that created for the people that she actually wanted to help the most. She was talking about benefits, not transformation. Definitely one of the mistakes from that first video, right? And as a result, bookings were low. Like many early stage business owners, she had a part-time job to keep going. And that slow trickle of clients, it didn't just hurt her business, it actually started to affect her confidence too. She thought the problem might be her pricing or maybe her website design, but really it was her message, the way she was communicating with her community. Her message didn't reflect the transformation her clients experienced working with her. She'd fallen into the trap that many of us do, talking about the how instead of the why. Explaining instead of connecting. I'm sure that was a messaging mistake in episode 1 too. And like many business owners, she was carrying lots of subconscious blocks that were preventing her from stepping fully into the story of her business and inviting her customers in. She didn't want to sound salesy. She didn't want to say something that she couldn't fully embody. All of these fears were holding her back. Sound familiar? She played it safe, and as a result, her business was staying small. Now, if that does sound familiar, give this video a like right now in solidarity with all your brothers and sisters who are in the same space. There's lots of us out there. If you've ever caught yourself playing it small, not because you don't care, but because deep down you're scared of getting it wrong, you're not alone. Hit that like and see. I see you, definitely. We've all been there. Now, as you might be picking up, when I say her message, I am not just talking about the words on her homepage. When I say message, I mean the way she communicates with her community about what she does. And when I say what she does, I mean her soul work, her purpose, the difference that she makes, the transformation she can bring to a client who works with her. It's a story about her work, a bridge between where her clients are at and where they want to be. She's in the middle, showing them how to get across to where they want to go. Yes, this message appears on her website, but it's also the way she speaks in sales proposals, in her discovery calls, in her social media, even in the way she shows up and introduces herself at networking events. This message is key, and it shows up in all areas of her business. It is the beating rhythm that holds that business together and guides its direction. She came to me before she redesigned her website because she understood this. She knew that if this piece didn't come first, she might end up with a website that looked really schmick and professional, but didn't resonate with her clients. And if you've been watching this series, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Last episode, I showed you how I fell into that trap too. So we started with 2 90-minute sessions in my Messaging Magic program where we really deep dived into the story of her soul work. We didn't just write copy. We didn't analyze statistics or KPIs. What we were actually looking for were new KPIs, impact KPIs. What was the impact she was having? And was she really clear about that in her message? Because strategy without soul, it just doesn't stick. We created a space to explore what was really going on in the narrative, in her mind, in her business, in her message. What was going on beneath the surface? And I used tools like visualization, meditation, even tarot and oracle cards to really reveal what was coming up for her as we delved into the 7 parts of the story of what she did. During this process, she really reconnected with her why, her purpose. And that clarity, that started pouring into her message. The way she communicated what she did began to shift. The way she showed up for her clients in her business began to shift. It became more embodied, more aligned with her purpose, more fulfilling, more fueling. Like the passion was there and it was being directed in the right place. It resonated on a whole different level. Using the StoryBrand framework and a little tarot magic, a little visualization, we crafted a brand script that we could then use together to help her create a wireframe for her new website. From a strategy perspective, we used the StoryBrand process to build a brand script that helped us to truly understand the transformational journey her clients went on, with her as the guide, the client as the hero, and a beautiful story arc between. Remember last week's episode? So, quick check in here. I'm talking about oracles and meditations and visualization and business strategy and marketing strategy like the StoryBrand framework. Which camp are you more in? Do you think you are more strategy or soul? Or like me, do you see that we need both? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear your perspectives. You know that I believe that having both is actually vital to give you the competitive edge. And by combining those two things, we are able to use that business or marketing framework to help us do some deep work to remove blocks and really get to understand our purpose so that we can make decisions going forward. Because what really mattered wasn't a polished message that looked really profesh. We've talked about this before. What matters is she found her voice again, an aligned voice that really cleared up her role in her business and her client's role in her business and invited them into that story to join her. And we know they felt the difference because 40 new clients a week. This process gave her everything she needed to redesign her website. She used it to align her social media strategy. She rewrote ads with clarity because everything now was speaking in the story, in the language of the transformation she offered that her clients needed and wanted. She kept using that brand script over and over and over again in her business, and it kept attracting more and more clients. Her business started to grow. Whether that meant writing a caption, building a web page, answering a client question, it all came from that one place. And every time she worked with that brand script, it settled a little deeper. It kept evolving. It was transmuting. It was grounding itself in her, through her, and getting stronger and stronger. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It happened with a beautiful grace and a beautiful depth of soul. The huge pieces fell into place very quickly as we worked together. And then it really just settled and grew really beautifully throughout her business. Not because she was doing anything new, but because she felt something new and she knew how to communicate that. Her message was clear and finally aligned with what her clients needed. Her audience could actually look at what she was talking about and say, oh, wow, gosh, she gets me and she can help me. That is the key. That's all she wanted. She's a purpose-driven, soul-centered business owner. Is that what you want too? Hit like if it is. So if that is where you are, awesome. Thanks for the like. But I bet you're thinking, oh, my business is different. I'm not a science business. I don't have years of experience. Whatever little excuse is popping into your head right now, I want you to notice. Take note. What are you whispering in your mind? You're not doing anything wrong if people are not showing up. We're all on a journey. We all have quiet periods in our business. That's really normal. But maybe you need the space and the support to go deep, like my client did, to really reconnect with the soul work you're doing in your business. Because this isn't a one-off thing. One of my other clients in Melbourne did the same process with me. They are not in science. They work in merchandising. Totally different business, totally different client base. But they had so many new clients fill in their inquiry form after going through the same process, building a website and working on their SEO with this beautiful messaging script that they had to send some clients away. That's a great result. So I know this works. It's worked for my business and it's worked for countless of my clients too. That's why I use it. It's what happens when you stop trying to be all impressive and profesh, like we talked about in episode 1, and instead you focus on really connecting with your customer, what they need, and how you can help them. Because honestly, that's all they care about. When your message reflects not only your skills, but also your soul, or the energy that comes from that is so palpable. It is so brilliant. It pulls everyone in. Yes, you will need business strategies and business tools like email and funnels as you grow. But without soul and without resonance, those funnels will stay empty. Even with a tiny audience, clarity and resonance will bring you more clients than a massive list of people who don't really get what you're doing and can't see how you can help them. Trust me, I've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. You know that from last episode. A message that connects because it's aligned, a process that helps you realign fully with what your business is here for you and for others to do, a process that helps you fully step into your business and own your role within it. That's going to help you resonate with the people that you serve. You just need that opportunity and that clarity. So tell me, what would happen if your message, the way you communicated with the community, truly resonated in that way? Can you feel that in your soul? What does that feel like? Let me know in the comments below. Everything you put out on your website, your socials, your sales proposals, the way you hire, everything, the way you plan your quarterly mission and vision statements, everything was brought back to the real heart and soul because you understand it so explicitly. What difference would that make to you? What difference would that make to the people you want to serve? What if your voice landed exactly where you need it to and called in exactly who it is you want to work with? And that's exactly what I'm going to dive into next in episode 4. Woohoo! I'm going to walk you through the first steps of this messaging process. The process I use with this client, with every client. You'll get a 3-step formula process that you can use immediately and real clarity about where to begin. In fact, check the description below if you're keen already. Go for it. Remember, this episode is episode 3 in a 5-part series. If you're new, you've landed right in the middle. This series is building towards a full transformation, a full opening of the possibilities for you, your business, and its resonance with your clients. I would love to keep working and walking this path with you. So definitely subscribe now, and I will see you in the next video.